So morning, I'm just doing a bit of a progress report, but also introducing a wee bit of a concept that I've been doing for a long time now, for many years. Um, I've been tracking with just a note, a board, what do you call it again? Clipboard. And then these are some of my sheets, and what I do is I kind of track my daily weight on this sheet, and then I generally keep them in a folder, so I've got a folder of years and years of these sheets where I would track my daily weight, and sometimes I forget to do it for a few days or whatever, then I write it down again. And what this has also got on it is, on the top, it's got a starting weight, the date, and then it's got what the game plan is, or what I'm trying to do. So it might be, this one's got carnivore and fasting, and no eating carbs on a Sunday, which I've not quite stuck to, but that was the original plan, and it's got a reasonable target each week to lose by like 1 kilo relatively, and to target the visceral fat. So the target on this sheet was 110 kilos and visceral fat of 11, and that was in April 2026. I've not met that target, but it's good to set a target, I think, kind of helps focus the mind a wee bit, and I've started a new sheet. I don't know where I put that other sheet now. Oh yeah, my other sheet underneath here is a new month's, another sheet there, because I've built up the other sheet, and put on it at the start is 116 kilos, and this week I've been logging in, it's like 116, 117, 115, 116 kind of style, yeah, and the goal for this week is 114, and at this moment in time I'm not sure if I'm going to meet that target or not, but I think it might be doable still on a Friday, but we'll have to see. It's quite possible I'm not going to make that target, but we'll see. But one of the other, and I find this keeping track of things and tracking things super helpful, because it helps you as like a journal to reflect on things, similar way to Strava does logging your exercise. And there is this element where, sometimes there's progress that's not seen on the scale. So that's like this top I'm wearing today is an XL top of the same brand as another one, which I generally was wearing the double XL or triple XL. Yeah, triple XL, I think. Anyway, so its size is smaller anyway. And this here is something I periodically do. And it's a list of reasons why I want to lose weight and get fit, And I could add to this quite a lot more, but I find it a helpful exercise to write down a list of the reasons why you want to do something, or the reasons why it's a good idea to work on your health and that, So I've got here, this was written in April, and I do these every periodically as I feel like I need more motivation or to clarify and think about things. And yeah, and I've done this multiple times for different things, but this one is about reasons to get to 110 kilogram goal, it says. And at the time when I wrote it, I was 124 kilogram, and I put on here, these are the list of reasons, So the first one is, will you be alive at 70? So that's a good reason, isn't it? Because it's like, well, will you be alive at 70? What will you be? Just simply that. The next one is being able to fight or fight with the boys, kind of wrestling and all of that, because they enjoy all of that, And if my back's out or I'm not fit enough, then that play fighting and kind of playing games with them and all sorts of stuff won't be won't be possible, and it's an important thing, I think. And then the other one is, what will you be able to do at 70 if you're alive? It's kind of like, it's not that far off in some ways, It's kind of like, what will you be able to do if you're alive at 70? What do you want to be able to do if you're alive at 70? And then next one is, you damaged your health as a child and an adult. So in some ways now you run out of time to fix it. At my age now, so that's a valid thing, I think. And then I've got next reason, heavy weight equals higher injury risk and pain experiences, which is significant, isn't it? Next reason is, you're ultimately alone in the world. It's kind of a bit deep and a bit heavy, isn't it? But it's kind of like, well, you need to deal with this thing, and take responsibility for yourself, Next reason is, skin elasticity gets worse as you age. So if I lose weight later on, then I'm going to have more issues with elasticity of skin, Next reason is wanting to be able to go for hikes and enjoy the great outdoors, which is an important one for me. Next one is, what would my granddad Jackson want for me? So what would he want for me? And I kind of was visualizing that maybe at that time I'm thinking him being, say, hypothetically in heaven or something like that, and thinking what he'd want for me, But he would always want me to be fit as a fiddle, I'd pretty much be certain about that. And then the next one is, what is the optimum vision? What's the optimum? It's an important thought to have. Next one is, pain is not pleasant and is very depressing over time. So if I lose weight, then the likelihood is I'm going to have less pain experiences. It gets to you. And there was long periods of time I was in pain with my back and all sorts. And next one is, being able to be an active dad. Next reason is, you deserve to be healthy and to enjoy your life. You deserve it, Next reason is, living in pain all the time is a bad existence and not pleasant. It's kind of similar to the other one. Next one is, I won't be able to do my bucket list or things I would like to do in life without my health. That's a really important one, isn't it? It's kind of like, otherwise we're just working for nothing in some ways, not for nothing, but like, can we go and do things that we'd like to do or aspire to do, Next one is, what if living with regret and pain and ill health, it's kind of like that kind of, what if I had have changed things? What if, the time, years down the line that I think, well, what if I'd have changed things, And that regret feeling that would come from that. And I've written on here that, well, it was the end of March and it was saying 124 kilogram, and I had a back pain of 7 out of 10, and my knee pain was 4 out of 10. And then I've put on the final reason there, being immobile will be very difficult, and that's more likely if there's no changes to my weight, my health doesn't improve. So they're quite, spiritual reasons in some ways a lot of the time, aren't they? But I think it's good to write down reasons why you want to change things, and that was the 110 kilogram goal, and I think that's a reasonable goal for now, still, in some ways, And I've written that down on this one. Start 116 kilogram, and I've got 1 kilo coming off each week, and I'm just going to put on here the date as well. Well, it's July 2026. Yeah, and so tracking things can be helpful. Writing lists of reasons that you can keep there in a prominent position and look at and review, because I'm at a plateau again, around 115, 116. And reading this can help us to galvanize ourselves to action or changing and being more kind of disciplined about things again, So yeah, it could be helpful for you to write a reason for making positive changes or health, positive health changes for yourself, or the pros and cons you could do as well of making changes similar to that, really. But anyway, so fingers crossed for things moving forward. I have moved quite a lot on that, I would imagine, yeah. Nearly 10 kilos up since I wrote this. 8, 9, whatever it is. So it's kind of thinking, well, good job, and saying well done for that to myself. Because I know there's sheets in here that are in the 130 kilograms, you know, and all of that. So yeah, hopefully by the end of this sheet, at least, which is about a 3-month sheet, you can see that goal, if not before. Alright, take care for now.